The housing market condition in March weakened because many of the states placed a stay-in-shelter directives. The closing activity fell 8% from the prior month, but it was still higher by a small amount, less than 1% from 1 year before. That is indicating that before the pandemic, the housing market was exceptionally strong. We were on pace to be at the decade high in terms of home sales. But of course, the virus disrupted the path of the housing market, so the sales came down in March. The pending contracts fell even more, and the pending contracts fell 20% compared to the prior month. So what this is indicating is that the buying activity in the second quarter, the spring buying season, will be soft. Interestingly, home prices are holding on, or in fact, higher than 1 year ago. Closing data shows that median home price nationwide up 8% from 1 year before. With fewer people employed, that will hold back some of the buying activity. But we have to also consider the fact that about 70% of Americans would have a very secure jobs, and they're just looking for more inventory choices, and they want to take advantage of low interest rates. We had a housing shortage before the pandemic, and we have now even fewer listings, given that people are concerned about strangers visiting their homes. So even greater, more acute housing shortage in the current environment. During the initial weeks of the coronavirus, there was a lot of concern about health issue, and people really did not understand what the stay-at-home directives meant. But what we are seeing now after a month staying at home is that some of the home transaction can be done with social distancing protocol. And in fact, if a new listing comes onto the market, one can find a buyer within 30 days. So what is restraining sales in the current environment is lack of listings. But as people become more comfortable that home sales deals can be done with social distancing protocol, that we may begin to see more listings come on the market, even during the lockdown. But if the economy reopens, I anticipate much larger listing, and naturally that means more home sales opportunity. Now, spring buying season is very important. It has the label spring buying season because many consumers want to close the deal before the school year begins in September. So if they cannot somehow get into the market, then they may postpone the activity for 1 year into 2021. Therefore, my best guess is that the rebound in the second half will be insufficient for the sales loss in the second quarter. Therefore, overall, the forecast for 2020 is home sales to be lower by 10 to 13% from 1 year before. But prices may hit an all-time high. 2019, last year, was an all-time high in terms of home prices. This year, we may get 1 or 2% higher prices in the median. That's a slow price appreciation, but any gain on top of 29 record high will be a new high. So bottom line, there is a disruption because of the COVID-19 in terms of sales, but throughout this pandemic, home prices remaining very steady. And for the forecast is that second half recovery such that home sales for the year as a whole will be down 10 to 13%, but prices squeaking out a small gain, but nonetheless a gain will imply a record high prices.